down your weapon. You have 20 seconds to comply.
Welcome back, everybody, for another dreadful poolside video. So we're heading close to the last days of summer, more or less. It's late August, and we will be talking about a package that my good buddy Brian Arkham, based out of Illinois. You guys have if you've been following me around, you should know who he is. He's on our live streams every now and then. Definitely a very generous commenter in the VC, and just all around cool guy. So if you watched my 3-year anniversary stream, he was one of our esteemed guests, as far as everybody else who was hanging around. And you would have noticed that I actually left a good chunk of the segment talking about some of the awesome stuff he sent my way last year. And I finally got around to showing it. He sent me basically like a stoner pack. Not all of it was absolute stoner, but a lot of it was. Talked about Telekinetic Yeti. We talked about there was a Place of Skulls, right, Brian? There was Yatra and all that stuff. So yeah. So not too long after that, lo and behold, I get this in the mail. So interesting timing, Brian. So yeah, I had a long, hard day. I came back after, I got on this little rabbit hole looking at videos and how bath salts affect the body. And I don't recommend doing that, by the way. And, and a hard day of traffic, dealing with, working for the system. And this box is there is waiting for me. And I'm just like completely dumbfounded that Brian sent yet more stuff my way. So greatly appreciated. I don't know what's in here, but knowing Brian, he definitely knows my tastes, and it's just very unexpected. And after I just got talking about some stuff he sent my way, which is crazy, from last year. So let's not waste any more time, and let's open this up and see what he sent me. So I didn't like pre-open it or anything like that. Okay, it's an Amazon box, so hopefully nothing's damaged. But Brian usually packs his stuff really well. So yeah, all right. A lot of foam peanuts in here. So let's get all that stuff out of the way. All right. If I'd known, I probably would have just probably pre-opened the box. So Brian and I will be doing more videos together, maybe some collabs or just hanging out live streams or whatever. But generally, definitely talk regularly, and just a guy who he's pretty close to my age. We into a lot of the same kind of stuff, and one thing that we definitely have in common is a lot of the same kind of death metal and stoner bands, and kind of stuff in that sort of vein as far as style of music that we enjoy. And right away, I can already see something familiar. So one trademark of Brian is, with all the VCLT that he sends, is he will always include a photo of Tom Selleck. I see it already, dude. So I still have the other ones, Brian. From the other boxes, I got like 2 of these. It's a lot of flies. We just had a cookout yesterday, so I'm sure they're just still lingering around. I can't stand flies. But anyway, so there it is. Happy 3-year anniversary. Here's looking at you, kid. Thanks for being a rad dude. Keep doing your thing. P.S. Hope the shirt fits. You will probably be the only one in Philly rocking a Coke tea. You wrote it on a Sharpie, man. Really tiny text. So I'm sure I'll figure it out. But yeah, look at that thing, man. Every time. So if you get side bombed by Brian with a package, expect one of those things in there. Yeah, so I can already see this. Looks like some tapes, some CDs, and oh, he must be talking about the shirt. Okay, this must be it. Yeah, let's have a look. So why don't we do the tapes first? And there's 2 tapes in here. What you put in here, Brian? Uh, bubble wrap. Yep. Good idea, man. Because the way they throw around the boxes, even with my neighbors, you know, when I'm working at home during the day and I see the packages getting delivered, they do not take care of how they deliver that stuff. So first up, we got Cryptic Hatred, Nocturnal Sickness. This looks very, very familiar. I know I don't have it. Cool cover. Comes with this nice red shell, semi-transparent. And I know that logo, DW, that's Desert Wastelands. Yeah, I've ordered frequently from there. Yep, Desert Wastelands. That's probably where I've seen it. I haven't pulled the trigger on it. Awesome. I guess it's safe to say this is definitely some death metal. Just from maybe some brutal. No, it looks old, pretty old school. Yeah, it looks pretty old. This is some old school death metal. I don't know much about this band or anything at all, really. Don't know if they are US based, though Desert Wastelands does not always have US stuff on their roster. So it could be anywhere. It could be Finnish. It could be, I mean, it could be American. I'll have to let you know. I'll probably just leave a description in the video after it's all said and done. So cool. All right, this next tape. Holy shit, Brian. So, okay, it looks like it's not going to be a complete stoner pack with this thing, like you might have suggested or maybe hinted. Gamicide, Victims of Science. And I do know this one, and this is actually one that's been on my list a while. I didn't really care what format. So, this is so awesome. So, this is a thrash. This is thrash metal. This is a band out of Texas, as a matter of fact. I've actually been listening to this maybe last month. I listened to this on digitally. Nice green shell. So this is a band that's kind of I think they were a one and done kind of thing. They might have put out maybe a couple demo. I don't know if they put out an EP, but this is some rad Texas thrash. And I guess I would say these guys kind of really they fit in the vein of kind of their contemporaries of the time. Think of bands. If I could think of other thrash bands out of Texas, think of Devastation. So if you like Devastation, maybe Rigor Mortis. If you like Rigor Mortis, you would definitely dig this. Like I said, I think they were like a one and done deal. This is their full length back in the, what year was that? It must have been the 80s, right? Yeah, it says it right here. Recorded summer of 1989. Shit, dude. Thank you, man. This is awesome. So, fucking Gamicide, man. You threw a Gamicide tape in there. Wow. Love me some thrash, man. I don't think I talk about thrash metal enough on my channel. I just, I get caught up. You know what it is? I'm one of those all over the place guys. Sometimes I just don't get around to a certain genre or whatever. But I think with thrash metal, in a general VC, it's kind of a tried and true style that I think most of us already enjoy. And the reason for that is because a lot of us who get into extreme music, whether we branch out to other things, thrash is usually the root. Well, what I mean is a lot of us start out with bands like Metallica and whatnot, right? It's kind of like our gateway band. So we always have this little appreciation for thrash music, thrash metal in particular, the Bay Area stuff. In this case, bands from other states like regions like Texas. So pretty cool. All right, so let's move on to the CDs. Not to drag out this video. I already see something here that's fucking cool that I have not picked up. I've been meaning to pick up, and so here's a stack of CDs, all rubber banded up, and this is the latest Bongzilla. Seriously, man, I shouldn't be so surprised. This is I don't think I have all their. I got most of them. Probably like maybe 90% of their stuff. I think I got most of their stuff. I have not picked up the newest one yet. This came out, God, like was it June, right? This is a new release, and this is a band that's been on Relapse for a good long time. To me, in my mind, they're always like a Relapse band, but they moved on to Heavy Psych at some point, very recent, not that long ago. So they're yeah, it looks like they're pretty happy being on that label. But this is a band out of Wisconsin. You can actually see the state right here, 89% THC. So if you know, you know, man. If you know your stoner, I mean, the Bongzilla, the name itself should be a dead set giveaway. But fucking awesome, man. Like I said, this is one I've been planning to get around to picking up. I have listened to it at one point, and Bongzilla, man, they're probably one of the more consistent bands out there. Uh, I just I just love this stuff, man. Brian knows, you know. Uh, fucking awesome, man. Thank you, man. Latest Bongzilla. So Dab City. Love the artwork on it. Get high. Stoner's not for everybody. I get it. To a lot of people, it's the samey, follows that Sabbathy formula. You know, these guys are a little more on the sludgy side of things, which is pretty cool. Very heavy, very thick, rather fuzzy. And then, oh fuck, man, yeah, I know what this is. This is still still in the shrink too, man. Did you get this at a show you went to, or several shows? I appreciate you if you did and put some of this aside. This is Twin Wizard, and this is a band. Well, so he sent Telekinetic Yeti my way. If you see my live stream, I was 2 weeks ago, and I think we briefly mentioned that the band had a bit of a falling out with one of the members, and that other member went on to form his own band, and it became this Twin Wizard. So it's kind of, if you like Telekinetic Yeti, it kind of falls in that kind of vein. So it's kind of like just an offshoot of that, and I think it's still a two-piece, but good shit, man. Very heavy, very spacey, and just it can get kind of I guess psychedelic at times, if I remember. But just even a song here called Electric Yeti, the Cult of Yeti. Yeah, this shit's all over. It's all over, man. The influence in there. But you just looking at that cover, you kind of have an idea what you're getting. The Twin Wizard. Uh, Man, this is pretty rad. Okay, what else? Okay, yeah, we're in the deep in the stoner stuff. So now we got Blunt. Okay. Oh, there's two in here. Oh, there's two Blunt CDs. Broken Down. This is by Get Pissed, Stay Pissed Records. This one came out 2018. I don't know this band. It could be. Are they local to you, Brian? Is that why? It could be. They could be a local act. I know the box he sent me that I showed on the live stream. I think had a local band or two in there. Probably why I never heard of them. But I think this is safe to say this is some more stoner stuff. So Let the Dead Bury the Dead, Sinner Winner, Problematic Failure. It could be death. It could be a stoner sludge. Judging by the cover art. But yeah, I'll definitely check it out, man. So I'm always looking for new stuff. So this is another one of their releases, State of Desolation. I don't know if they're full lengths. I mean, it could be one of those, what do you call it, long tracks. Not as many tracks, but long tracks kind of deal. And this right here, more sludgy goodness, sludgy looking goodness, I'm guessing. They just have that aesthetic. And this one is looks like it's just, yeah, State of Desolation. Love that logo. Maybe they're death. Maybe they're like a cannabis corpse kind of deal. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not so much blatant stoner sound, but maybe just stoner themes. And there's one more CD in here. And oh, I know this one. Dude, I know this one. So this is from Traverse City, Michigan. A Feast Eternal, Prisons of Flesh. And I definitely, there's Open Grave Records. This must be a reissue. So I talked about a package, yet another package I got from Bind Room, and I showed off the latest Glorious Dead Cemetery Paths album, and I was talking about the vocalist, just how intense he is on that release. TJ, what is it, Komlisk? I don't even know how to say your last name, man. But yeah, so this is one of his bands from way back in the day. I want to say, it says here, copyright 99 /2000. This must be a 2007 reissue. You could tell it's a late '90s thing just from that, just how photoshopped that looked. You know, is that a lens flare behind that logo? I know my Photoshop, man. I can tell this is a Photoshop 5.0 lens flare back there, or something close to that. But this is some really good death metal, man. It definitely sounds like of its time, but if you appreciate that era of death metal, TJ, I think, again, if you listen to The Glorious Dead, it didn't just come out of nowhere. These guys, like I mentioned in the previous video, they love their death metal, and their influences show on their sleeve. And then you have a member like TJ, who's been doing this quite a long time. This is proof right here. I've got to say, I think this is Christian themed, something like that, though you wouldn't really know it. It's not that, well, I mean, maybe having that pigeon on there maybe gives a bit of a hint. But thanks, Brian. This is one I didn't know about. I actually didn't own it, though. I did meant to pick it up at some point, just because, you know, I do enjoy this style of death metal, and I love the Glorious Dead, and I love so it's just Traverse City in general. I do want to do a video collab on just the Michigan scene, just the music from that state at some point. So it's been a long time coming. I finally want to get around to it, but this is one of the ones that we might end up talking about. You know, depending if I can get some couple of folks together, which should be an interesting video for you guys. So, fuck, man. Thank you, Brian. Yeah. So, what is it? Feast Eternal. So, last item here is a shirt. It says M, so that's my size, Brian. So, but I'll still let you know how it fits. So I'll end up wearing this shirt at some point. I'll let you know. So according to this sticker, it's called Coke Goat. Pretty badass name. I love it. The Coke. I mean, if it's got the word goat in it, it's probably going to be something stoner. Well, goat is usually associated with black metal, but in this case, I'm pretty sure a Coke goat, it's got to be stoner at some point. Fucking awesome, man. So I'll let you know once I start wearing your t-shirt and see how well it fits. Fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. Fits good. Yeah, look at this. Looks like I guess that's a goat. Like, I love the way they incorporated the horns in there. Look at that. Pretty awesome. I generally don't wear white tees, just because it doesn't fit my Barbie figure too well. But in this case, it's not too bad, and the logo is nice and big, so this fits nice aesthetically, I guess you could say. So, fucking, you know, unexpected, badass, and I appreciate you sending this my way. I know it's what do you call it? An acknowledgement to the 3 year of this channel. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I could add. Awesome dude, and so I think I have a thing or two coming your way, Brian. So, you know, well, I say be on the lookout, but don't be on the lookout for it. It's got to be a complete surprise. So I got more stuff coming down, planned for the more videos and whatnot. So be on the lookout, and I got another surprise plan in store. But hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on the next one. And definitely keep it dreadful on this nice summer day.